Greetings, and welcome to another episode of Gather All to Hear. I'm your host, Saffron Hurt. And with that being said, gather round.
Stop! Just stop! A plea that I made to my own head. Please, I'm begging you. Now I'm begging? Ha! I'm so pathetic to think that would work. The moment the doctors told me that a portion of my brain was missing, I knew that life would never be the same. Before, it was just me against the world. Now, it's me against the real world and whatever world the mist conjures up. Camilla, baby, it's time to wake up. Groaning, I rolled over to see a green series of numbers. 6 a.m. Damn. Camilla! I'm sorry, Mama. I'm getting ready now. As I slid on my robe to shower, I dreaded it every step of the way. What will a doctor's appointment do for me now? It's been a year since I was diagnosed with this condition, and it's made my life hell ever since. They made it clear that there wasn't much they could do, but according to Mom, it's crucial. It's just to make sure that your condition isn't getting worse, honey. Yeah, right, I thought to myself. If only you knew how bad it gets to me. At the doctor's, as a nurse was prepping me for an MRI, it started to happen. First, my vision blurred, causing my head to spin around the room. Next, anyone around me would turn into a disoriented version of themselves. So instead of walking down the hall with the nurse, I would be walking with a monster. And lastly, these god-awful whispers. Unlike the first two, the whispers will always happen because it's how the mist eats. Dear God, couldn't you have waited until the afternoon? But despite my best effort, the mist quickly made a muck of my brain. It was so bad that I needed a higher dose of Versed to keep me stable. More like terrorized sleep at best. At school, it was no better. The day could be sunny, sprinkled with snow, or new with the springtime season. I anticipated the arrival of the mist that whole afternoon. Like being a freshman wasn't torture enough. The last bell of the day rang, and I couldn't be more grateful. As usual, I had about 4 encounters with the mist. That's right, I was keeping count. It never exceeds that number, at least not until today. As I headed towards the pickup area, I saw Ulster, my crush since the beginning of the year. And I thought that the mist had come back when I saw him walking toward me. Why is he coming over here? Crazy to think my weird behavior doesn't affect him. But before I could ever make a decision, it was too late to even leave. Ulster was already standing in front of me with a gleaming smile. Hey, Camilla. Glancing around, I said, Oh, you're talking to me? Yeah, you are the only Camilla in this area, let alone the only other person. He was right. Most of the kids either left or are still inside for after-school activities. Anyway, I've been meaning to ask you something. I don't respond, which I immediately regret once I heard the awkward tone in his voice. So, are you free this weekend? I'm not sure. Why do you ask? You know he's just messing with you, right? I turned my head sharply with a snarl. Oh, that never happened before. Don't let the tears fall. Don't let the tears... So what do you say? Huh? What? Sorry, I spaced out. A low chuckle escaped as he repeated, I was wondering if you wanted to hang out with me sometime. Me? You want to hang out with me? Of course. I want to get to know this cool person from the big club. Oh, wow. Yeah, if this Saturday night is okay with you. Cool. With a dynamic expression, he tilted his head. His eyes squinted slightly. You know, you're cute when you blush, right? Words wouldn't come to my mouth, so he continued. It brings up the apples of your cheeks and your eyes. I've never met someone with gray ones before. Oh, they're blue, I answered timidly. But you wouldn't be the first one to confuse them as gray. Well, either way, you're stunning. A car horn brought our attention to the curb of the pickup area. A cyan Honda rests snugly against it. Oops, forgot my mom was picking me up. As he took off, he yelled, See you Saturday! Then he was gone. Later that night, his face was still imprinted in my mind. The long brown locks, the hint of hazel in his eyes. And as I slept, his chuckles rang loud in my ears. God, Saturday couldn't come any quicker. God, Saturday couldn't come any quicker. What a pathetic little weasel you are. Please, anything but tonight. Now, sweet Camilla, you know it's feeding time. And I'm especially ravenous after that appointment. A weight of 10 tons fell upon me. The edges of my sheets tightened my fists as I fight to keep the mist at bay. Flashes of past events burned into my skull. The mist has won yet again. Goodness gracious, Camilla. Are you all right? Great. Along with a rough night and a struggle World Civ presentation. Now I gotta hear this. It's nothing, Mrs. Jackson. I just had a rough morning. That's all. Is everything all set for the president trials today? Honey, are you sure that's a good idea? She said it all sure-like. Almost as if she knows that this even might push me over the edge, which it won't. I never knew I wanted anything more than to be in this club. And now that I have the chance to be president, I'm not letting it slip through my fingers. Yes, I said with confidence. I can't pass on this opportunity, miss. Otherwise, when will I ever get the chance again? With a soft sigh, she nodded. But if I sense something wrong, nothing is going to happen, I assured. I got it all under control. 5 contestants later, it was my turn to take the stand. As I set my speech down, I could feel the power that surrounded me. That's a good sign. It means that everything is chills crawled throughout my body. Soon enough, an eruption of whispers and murmurs filled the auditorium. Who let a freshie run for rep? Someone called out to the stage. Typical freshie, another murmured. That's when I realized the miss was here, present, not only in voice, but also a physical form in the lights. His eyes bloodshot red, and wispy hands reached out to grab me. I sprung off the stage and out of the auditorium as fast as I could. My shoes slapped the hallway ground as I ran. You can run, Camilla, but you damn well can't hide. I ran and ran until an uneven slope ended the marathon. Why can't you leave me alone? I kicked and flailed so much that I didn't realize I was standing back up, or better yet, held up by Ulster. Hey, Camilla, what's wrong? What's wrong? Flashes of fire were in my cheeks. God, this is so embarrassing. Of all people that I ran into in this hallway, it had to be Ulster. Camilla. Yes, I said as I peeled his fingers off my arms. I'm all right. No, you're not. If you were, I wouldn't have found you in a disarray. He stood back, but he also gently grabbed my hand, and I couldn't take it anymore. Tears began to fill my eyes, and before I knew it, I was bawling all over again. I can't take this anymore. This thing is taking over my life and driving me crazy. He didn't say anything, so I continued. I mean, do you know how easy it would be if I were dead? I can't feel this way if I'm nothing but a body on the ground. Every time I brought the razor close, he pressed me into his chest for an embrace. The steady rhythm of his heart slowly calmed me down. I won't say I know what you're going through, because I don't. However, I will say that you are stronger than this. I scuffed at his words and pushed him away. How can he proclaim that I'm strong? Or did he forget my breakdown 5 minutes ago? Oh, please, what do you know? I reveled. Nothing other than the fact that you've been afraid to talk to me all last semester. My eyes lit up and my cheeks flushed from embarrassment again. See, look at your face now. The fact that you didn't run away now and yesterday proves that you've got some courage. He's right. I dreaded talking to Ulster because I was so afraid of my condition getting in the way. But then I realized how I kept a firm hold of it yesterday. So I guess I do have courage after all. Lifting my head, I greeted him with a bright smile, and he grinned back. See, he said, don't stop believing in yourself, Camilla. You've got this. Well, duh. How else am I going to snag a free meal from you? Speaking of which, where are we going? I'm glad you asked. I know this great burger joint downtown, or we could be stereotypical teenagers and get a pizza I wonder. Wonder what? His words failed to come as he started shaking like a leaf, his arms clenching tightly to his stomach. Oh, geez, Ulster, are you okay? Do you need me to go to the... Immediately, I fell to the ground again. My legs had gone noodle limp and my vision started to blur. No, not again. Please, not now. It can't be. It was only when I heard the wispy voice that I knew what was happening. It's here again. I looked up, and to my horror, the mist had transformed into Ulster. You stupid, pitiful girl. Do you think I would ever hang out with you? What? You heard me, girl. Heck, if what happened in the auditorium didn't clue you when I thought, maybe this... Stop! It's not true! You're not real! He growled again, causing everything around me to shake. I was getting thrown violently, almost breaking my neck, but I stood my ground. Are you sure about that? He snarled. Be real, Camilla. No one, and I mean no one, ever wants to be bothered with you. Starstruck, it hit me, and I fell back hard on the floor. Ulster rose above me. I've been waiting until this moment, to take it all in one fell swoop. Makes me wish you had these types of feelings earlier on. But you didn't, I said in a scratchy voice. For the first time in my life, I felt strong. Gathering whatever strength I could, I hoisted myself to my feet. My surroundings had changed. Early on, I was focused on how to rid myself from you. Now, I'm ready to take that step. I closed my eyes, and when I opened them again, the school hallway was no more. Only a random street and disoriented version of my neighborhood, with no sign of the malevolent Ulster. Ulster? Ulster, where are you? Please, No, Camilla, you can't cry. For once, be strong. Hey! I screamed. Come out and finish this! Silence. I know you can hear me. Otherwise, you wouldn't have made this. I waved my hand over the street. This is all a ploy to break me down. But it doesn't work. Not anymore. It's here. I know it is. At that moment, a stream of smoke twirled around and to reveal the mist in its true form. Not scared, eh? Those tears in your eyes say differently. I couldn't even argue with that. The tears were streaming down my cheeks. But for the first time, I tried a different approach. Ulster said I was strong. Well, this is my time to prove it. You're right, I am crying. The only reason why you've always won is because I keep letting you. Well, not anymore. To my surprise, I heard a voice that was similar to my own. Are you sure about that? Breathe, Camilla. You can do this. I am strong, and I'm not afraid of you. The ground started to rumble underneath us. I could feel the mist step back. My plan is working. Well, I know that I'll never get rid of you. I can rest easy knowing that I'll have greater control. Shut up. It hissed. Its grip loosens more and more. You say that now, it said wearily. But you can't guarantee that tomorrow or the next day will be the same. You're gonna have your weak moments. That is true, I said. However, before, when I thought I had few people in my corner, I realized that I don't. By this point, the grip was long gone. For the first time, I felt powerful against the mist as I take on a stance I never thought I could do. Knowing that the mist was weakened, I delivered a screaming blow right in his face. You are nothing! Chaos pursued all around us as the mist shrieked in pain, its body getting smaller and smaller before it evaporated before my eyes. The battle is won. 6 months later, new message. How did therapy go? It was okay. Easier, the 10th time around? That's good. I'm glad it's all working out. Indeed. Say, are you busy? Not really, why? I was wondering if you wanted to come over. We could watch a movie, play video games, go over our speech topic for the next debate. And there it is. Gosh, when will this torture end? Please, you know what you signed up for. Yeah, best friend perks from the president of the debate club. Rolling my eyes, I texted that might change if he didn't get his butt over here by 5, to which he agreed. After a deep cleaning of my room later, I lay back in my bed, reminiscing about how far I have come in the past 6 months. Granted, I know that it will be a lifelong battle, but I know that whenever it comes around again, I'll be well prepared to fight it off. The doorbell rang, and I hopped up to greet Ulster, but not before that familiar cloud rose around my eyes, followed by a pair of red eyes staring me down. And I gave it a cold stare back.
Thank you for tuning into this episode, and a special thanks to Gabrielle Pelayo for this story submission. Speaking of which, do you have a story? Well, then click the link in the description and we'll work together to bring your vision to life. Goodbye, and I hope you tune in for the next one.